Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you my family's baked macaroni recipe. I love baked macaroni. There's just so much cheesy deliciousness, and I'm going to go through step by step how you too can make this at home. Once again, all of the ingredients and measurements that you are going to need for this recipe are in the description box below. At this point, I've brought about half a pot of water to a boil and I go in with my macaroni. Today I'm using the brand Bedisi. I'm actually not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the link to the product will be in the description box below. I'm using a pair of tongs to help submerge the macaroni into the water so that it can cook, and I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, my macaroni is all done and I've transferred it to a strainer so that all the water can be drained. I'm going to leave it in there until I'm ready for it again, and I'm going to move on to my sauce for my macaroni. Now, to make the sauce for the macaroni, I'm using the same pot I had the macaroni noodles in. I've just taken it off the heat. The first ingredient that I'm going to add is 1 can of carnation milk. I'm then going to add 2 cups of 2% milk. At this point, I'm going to put the stove on to low so that the ingredients I'm adding can begin to melt together. After this, I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of mayo. I'm then going to add 1/3 a cup of margarine and give that a good stir so everything can begin to mix in and melt. Next, I'm going to add half a block of old cheddar cheese and half a block of marble cheese to the mix, once again stirring all the ingredients together. After adding the margarine and cheese, I can now increase my heat to help speed up the melting process. I'm then going to go in with 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, followed by 1 teaspoon of monosodium glutamate, which I call Agi. To be honest, I'm still not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I grew up calling it Agi, but anyhow, I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of that. The next ingredient that I'm going to add is 1/2 of a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, and then I'm going to give all of those ingredients that I've added so far just a really nice mix so that it's all melting and mixing and merging together. After this, I'm going to add my macaroni noodles that have now been strained into the cheesy mixture and give it a nice mix so that the sauce covers the macaroni. Lastly, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of pepper sauce. My family really likes it spicy, so that's why I'm adding 1 tablespoon. If you prefer less spice, then I suggest you add less pepper or perhaps none at all. Next, I'm going to go in with 1/4 of a teaspoon of white pepper and 1/2 a teaspoon of salt. And once again, all of the ingredients and the measurements that I'm using are in the description box below. At this point, I'm giving my macaroni a nice stir so that the cheese sauce can marry with the noodles. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes for the sauce to thicken, as you can see here. Once it thickens, I'm ready to transfer my macaroni into an aluminum foil tray. I grate some more cheese on top to give it some added flavor. You can grate any type of cheese you want. I chose to grate some more marble cheese. I'm now going to pop it into the oven and let it bake for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And there you have it, fresh out of the oven, your baked macaroni. It looks and smells delicious. It's just a whole bunch of cheesy, savory goodness. Let me know what you thought about this recipe in the comments below, and if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more foodie content. I'm definitely about to eat this right now. Thanks for watching.